Good morning, everyone. I'm Monika Perjuchová, and welcome to today's webinar, Electric Lighting for Smart Furniture, hosted by Cluster of Czech furniture manufacturers located in Brno, Czech Republic. Our webinar is part of the Brilliant project, which is co-founded by the COSME program. We are one of 13 European strategic cluster partnerships for excellence with consortium of 7 partners, industrial clusters of lighting, furniture and constructions. Before we start our presentation, I would like to give you just short organizational instructions. You will have opportunity to submit text questions to today's presenter by typing your question into the chat. You may send in your questions at any time during the whole presentation. We'll collect these and address them in the end of the presentation. The presentation is planning for about 40 minutes, and last 15 minutes we will address your questions. And now I would like to give the floor to our presenter, Martin Běhunek, Managing Director of Häfele, Czech and Slovakia. So Martin, screen and microphone is yours.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to webinar, and I am honored that I can present you some information which we discussed with Ms. Perjuchová. So for today, we will present something about the LED lights, but to give you some idea what I am coming from, I was working in system sales, security systems for Johnson Controls several years. Then I was in door hardware, and last 10 years I am representing Häfele in Czech and Slovakia. And I would like to apologize for my Czenglish. So if you will not understand properly, please send an email. Send the question and ask, and I will try to be as much precise as possible. It's my first webinar, so again, please accept some nervosity for me. So let's go to the lights. Specifically for LED lights in the furniture, I found some general definition for the lights for our purpose for this webinar. We should speak about the lights as a part of the furniture, and the game is how the light can help furniture to be more visible, more attractive, more functional with the light. So this is the task of today, and I would like to briefly give you some short technical details which I think are necessary for the furniture lights. Then we will go for some practical scenes and practical pictures, and the end of the webinar will be concentrate on the control of the lights and some maybe future development of the control and integration with the other systems. So this is the schedule which we have now. So where you can find the lights in the furniture? Generally, splitting the areas of applications, we can speak about commercial applications, means the furniture in shopping malls, in restaurants and bars, in hospitality, means hotels, pensions, wellness programs, as well as in administration buildings and spaces. So means you can see the lights in receptions, in working places, on relaxing spaces, build it directly in the furniture or be part of some furniture construction on site. And the last but not least, you can find it in public spaces and like libraries and museums. In residential applications, usually you meet the lights inbuilt in kitchen area. This is most cases in living rooms, in wardrobes, in bedrooms, and basically coming to the furniture there is no limit inside. What is common for all these applications and what is the intention why to use the lights in the furniture? Firstly, it's usually that daily light in the space is not sufficient enough, so there is technical reason why to build in the light. Or there is another reason, and this is potential to use or expand existing construction and create another purpose, so improve the functionality of furniture. Or there is practically the design point of view, so you would like to highlight some details or something special in the interior or in the furniture. Or there is chance to improve even security. So, for example, in a shopping center, you can use different colors for different situations, specifically in the shops, for example, when you have goods which is expensive, and you can use different colors to signal if the vitrine stays open as an optical alarm for the people which can serve it and close it and do it in very, very practical way. So this is common usage for the lights in the furniture. What you have available at this moment, you can use the spotlights, you can use the stripes, you can use as a direct light or indirect light. From the color perspective, you can use monochromatic, so means you have one type of color lighting whole day, whole night the same, or let's call it multi-white or multichromatic, means you have white in different temperature and you can change it to create some different atmosphere for different type of or time of the day. Or you can use the colorful RGB system, so you can change the colors as well. So then you have the functional type of the light. So the reason and approach is to really properly display the colors. You can use this type of light for the areas where you are really working a long time, or your eyes are in long-term exhausting operations. Or you have just emotional light, means that you will use the light just to create some atmosphere, to initiate some emotions, to initiate the taste for shopping or something like that. So this is generally where you can meet the light and what you can do with light. What you will usually meet in the light in the furniture are some marks or some let's say symbols which you should know or let's say be familiar. There are several which I highlighted here in this slide. From the left upper corner, they are general ones, so basically describing the features, if you can dim the light, if the light is RGB or multi-white, if there is some, let's say, interconnection with other technologies possible with the Bluetooth or something like that. Then you have protection degrees, so means this gives you the idea for which environment the lights are dedicated and what is the maximum what they can accommodate. So it's going from IP20 to IP65 protection basically against the water. Then you have the list of safety symbols, and as we are speaking about the furniture, means the material for the construction is wood or something which is flammable. You should be sure that what you put in or you put on will not cause the fire. So there are some safety marks or safety symbols which give you the stability of the material, which will guarantee you that you will not burn the house or the furniture. And the last part is related to general pan-European or pan-world certificate symbols. So this you can, or you should see on each product, because this is declaration of conformity, declaration that this not contains dangerous or hazardous areas or substances or something like that. Sorry. Teď jsem mi zavřel. So what is LED? Why is so famous? Most of the people accept and welcome the lifetime and life cycle. What you can meet on the market generally is the lifetime, which is varying from 30,000 hours up to 80,000 hours. How you will realize that this is what you are searching for? On each, let's say, light, you should find two symbols, which will give you the idea, or three symbols. So one is the lifetime in the hours. Second one is L something, which will give you the idea how long the LED chips will emitting up to 80% of original light. And the B something means that the rest of the chips could have lower output. So if you plan some installation which is inbuilt in the furniture, hardly to replace, or something special, you should be sure that these numbers are, or the first number is really high, so you have a long-term running light with the same output, with the same outcome, with the same features. Second point, on the LED stripes, you should know what kind of material is used for the contacts. Is it copper, or is it gold, or some other working material? Because this is influencing as well the quality of the stripe, the life cycle, and all the features. For the spotlights, they are usually in the chip is incorporated in aluminum body. So the aluminum ensures that the heat which is coming from the chip is going out from the light and does not destroy the chip itself. For the rest of the system, which is basically the drivers, or let's call it transformers, the lifetime which you can count is usually between 30,000 and 50,000 hours. There are two things which you should be aware. You should always place the driver in the space where is freely floating the air, because of the cooling and because of the stability of the system. The second point, you should be aware that could be something happen in the future, and you will need maybe to replace or repair the driver or transformer. And in that case, I strongly recommend to put it in some accessible area to keep service possible. And you should know before planning or before installation how the system will work. So it's different, and you should use the different products for the systems which will run 24/7. Means for areas where basically the lights are on whole day, and between, let's say, residential areas when you can count that system will work 3 hours, 5 hours, and then will be switched off, because all the capacitors, all the internal stuff inside the driver and inside the components are designed either for non-stop operation or for, let's say, random operation. And last but not least, the maximum temperature, operational temperature, is 40 degrees Celsius and no humidity. So it's recommended to keep the temperature as low as possible, because it will prolong the life cycle of the chip. More temperature you have, then shorter lifetime of the chip is calculated. For the service perspective, basically, except the lights with the batteries, all are connected to the drivers and to other stuff via cables. So if you have a good producer, usually what they are using the style that all field components like lights, like sensors, are connected with connectors, not directly with the cable. So in case you will, for example, select wrong color and you would like to replace the light, then you have chance to take off just the light, not touching the cabling, replace the light and put it back, and you are safe. Or you can be in the situation when the life situation will change in your house, so you will initially put the switch for the movement, so you have wish that when you walk in the wardrobe you will switch on the lights automatically. This will work fine till the time when you will have small dog in house, and the light and dog and you will go crazy altogether. So then you need to replace the switch to another type, and with this function you can easily do it without destroying the furniture. What is potentially not possible to replace very easily, it's usually the cables, because they are incorporated and built it in the construction of the furniture. So then this is something which should stay as it is. For the service reason as well, is very good if on lights or on the types you have articles, so you can be sure if you are able to take it off and read it and order it or replace it and find the producer or supplier of this. And last point, which is used very often, is the color coding. So in some cases, producers are using the specific colors for specific range. For example, yellow connectors and yellow cables and yellow everything for 12 volts, 24 volts could be green or something like that, which is helping again in orientation, in planning, in service, and in all the stuff. You had already some webinars regarding the lights, so I will not go deeply to individual points. From the perspective of LED lights in furniture, I would like to highlight two parameters which I think are important. One is the binding parameter, and second one is the s.r.o parameter. s.r.o parameter shows you how the color is displayed in the sunlight and comparing with the lights emitted by LED. So the maximum value, which is equal to sunlight, is 100. All below has some differences. Standard nowadays it's around 90, so you can be sure that you are pretty close to the sunlight, which is usually very important in color sensitive areas like shops. So if somebody would like to buy yellow sweater because they have something yellow already, they would like to be sure that they will spend 100 euro for the color which they want, and they don't want to disappoint. They don't want to be disappointed too much at the end. So that's why I am highlighting this. There is additional information regarding this this index. Usually, the index consists from 8 colors, and in some cases, again, we are speaking about areas as a shopping, about jewelry, about let's say high-end goods. This is not enough, because the 9th color is the red, and this is influencing very hard the portfolio of the colors. So you can see on the picture how this can be if you have even high s.r.o but low red one. This is the upper picture. Down you can see if you red is above 60 at that point, and then the picture is absolutely different, and the perception of the picture is absolutely different. So this is one index. The second index, which is more technical, is binding index, and this is explained like the differences between individual chips. So if you have stripe and you have chips which are sitting nearby, they should have no color differences in some definite steps. So you have here the table, the recommended instruction from European Union is maximum 6, but this is already visible in your eyes. So our recommendation is that it should be not more than 3. You should find all the details in the instruction or manuals or catalogs from individual producers. So all this information should be available for you. This is nothing secret and should be helpful for you to prepare and install and provide the excellent result at the end. One of the points which we are usually discussing is visible and invisible spots in the LED stripes. In the past, the most common way was to use deeper aluminum profile. This was ensuring that the lights will be, let's say, homogeneous. Nowadays, the technology is more developed, so you can use, instead of deeper profile, you can use the LED stripes with more chips, and you can have profile which is really narrow, so you can build it in very tiny material and it looks design wise very professionally, and the output is homogeneous. So usually if you have such requirements, the providers or producers has the table where is the combination which LED stripes you can use with which profile, and you can easily find your solution which is good for your installation or planning. Why are LEDs so popular in furniture? Because in the past there was basically the installation in the kitchen, which was fluorescent light above the cooking plate, and then there was halogen lights on the bar, and there were maybe halogen lights in the wardrobe. I am not telling that this solution is bad or it's definitely dead. It's not. But LED, due to all the functionality, less consumption, and all the stuff, is offering much more possibilities how to be inbuilt in the furniture without risk. Additional stuff is that all the LEDs are usually 12 or 24. So the producers of the furniture, industrial or small ones like carpenters, don't need to be real electricians, so they can accommodate and inbuild the lights in the furniture without basically big risk. From this table you can see that in some cases, when you have the working light, still the fluorescent light, due to the output, due to the brightness, due to the force, is still used and will be used definitely, because the LED chips has some limits still now. So going back what I just said, it's not that these technologies are dead. It just mean that you have more options now to plan the furniture and to do the better installation. From the perspective of color of the light, LED offers much more wider solution than others. That's why it's again more and more popular, because you can play a little bit, you can change it if you are not satisfied, you can control it in basically easy way. And this table just show you some kind of generally recommended color temperatures for applications. So you can generally select what you wish, then you can play and you can decide if you would like to have functional light, emotional light, or you would like to have a really neutral light like daily sun or something like that. All these technologies are now in place and you can do it very easily. Simple picture shows you what you can play and how you can play with the lights inside the interior. So with the strip lights or linear lights, it's usually something which is showing the lines, should highlight some, let's say, important part of the interior. While the directional or spotlight is mainly used in the area of working or highlighting some dots or spots which you would like to see. And on other way, as you will see in a later part of the presentation, in some areas the spotlights should have function to highlight the items or the article or something which should be visible, and the rest should be in the dark. So this is basically the idea of the shop light. Another perspective, and this is the material which you are using in the installations. If you have the dark material, you have to count that you will need more powerful light to create the effect, because dark is consuming the light. And then otherwise, if you have bright surfaces, let's say white or something like that, the impact will be more visible, because these materials are reflecting the light. So you will basically duplicate the outcome from the light which is used and built in. So again, something which you should know, I just reminded. In this middle part, I put some pictures from the interiors to give you idea how you can improve or how you can play with the lights. So first one, it's about the emotions. So I believe you can feel the difference. Let's say that this is hotel room, and if somebody enters this type of the room and the light is on, then definitely the emotions are on the higher level than on the first picture. In that case, there are linear lights and just few spotlights above the mirror with LEDs, and that's all. Nothing special from the perspective of installations. No other colors, only one type of the light, and easy going. Most common area for basically all of us is the kitchen area with the island. Again, you can highlight what you want to highlight. You can have the emotional impact. So if somebody is coming to the kitchen, say, wow, this is amazing kitchen. If you switch it off and you will go back to the slide before, the difference is that this is okay, this is the kitchen. You have, of course, chance to put the light into drawers, into the upper cabinets, so improve the functionality for the user of the kitchen as well. Even in cases that you have the outside sunny and hot environment, usually then the construction of the house is created in the way that it should be dark because of the temperature of the living style in, but you still need the lights, so you can really do amazing work with the lights. In this case, you have to count that the number of lights due to the darkness in the standard conditions will be really enormous. You can see that above the table you have 8 spotlights, then you have stripes around the ceiling. So it will be not easy installation, but impact is really, I believe, nice. The shops, something which should really push out the impression from the furniture and just highlight the real things which you would like to sell, which you would like to promote and show. Additional place, again with the lights, should create the atmosphere really with a nice effect to highlight some constructional parts. It's not real furniture in that case, because most of the lights is incorporated in construction. On other way, this is visible that this makes sense. Comparing to the last one, this is the modern style. So again, you can see that you can play with the lights as you wish. Last one, somewhere I believe from France, because there is s.r.o. in front of the window, so the interior in the night could be so nice if you will combine the big spotlights with the furniture lights with some other stuff around, so you can highlight some furniture pieces and make a really nice environment. Back shop, again, here is not the situation that you would like to highlight just one piece. You would like to really create impression. Come in, we have full house of nice things, and you can buy it and you can touch it and you will see it, and this should be again emotional point which will persuade the people standing in front of the shop to come in and try to buy something and have good feeling from the shopping. The last one, practical case, it's located in Prague. This is the installation in standard conference center, and the person which is in charge decided that they don't want just to rent it over the day for the congress, but they would like to manage the weddings over the weekends. They would like to manage the parties in the night. And so we install the stripes, RGB type, so they can change the color according to the wish of the customer or the wedding guest, and they can play a little bit in standard daylight. This is just the conference room. In the night, because this is located in 27th floor in the highest building in Prague, they can play a little bit with the emotions and get some money from additional business. So who is in and who is responsible for what is big question in the lights in furniture. I put some key players inside, and all the players has absolutely different limits, different purposes, different tasks, but almost everyone is influencing every other. So this scheme just showing that there are some things which are possible to combine. There are some limits in the standards, there are some limits in perceptions, and there are some different tasks. So if I will just highlight some of them and compare it for you, what we are usually facing is that there is contrast between wishes of interior designer, which is basically the person who is in charge of the design and create the idea of artists at the end. There is carpenter, which has headache how to create it, how to build the furniture, and even add some lights. And basically, this is something which is crazy for him, because he's not electrician guy. He's excellent wood maker. And there is end user, which has expectation that he will get Rolls Royce for excellent with excellent features, state of the art, with very impressive emotional impact. So this is all what is in the circle, and this is influencing very hard what is in the business. Just to give you roughly idea, the nice pictures which you saw few slides before, basically in the Röntgen looks like the picture on the right side. So for you, excellent, a nice hotel room or dining room or everything means that there is a lot of wiring, there is a lot of construction things, there is a lot of installation issues behind it. And the expectation of end user is that it will work, it will be done in perfect way, and there will be no problem with anything. So this is really big task, and all the parties which were shown on the previous slide should communicate. This is the case, including the end user, including the designer, including the carpenter and producer. It's not just one-to-one discussion. Everyone should be involved to create such nice pictures at the end as you saw. Because you are going to the control of the light. Till now, it was fun. We design it, we said, okay, it will be perfect, it will be shiny, it will look definitely embarrassing, but at the end, somebody have to come in and control. And our experience is that this part is usually miscommunicated or over-expected or something like that. So yes, we have chances, and all of us as producers or suppliers has chances to have some controls, kind of sensors or something like that. But it's fair to say that it's still not unified, and not everything is possible. So even we are in 21st century, we have all the smartphones, smart apps and everything. Doesn't mean that if you buy LED stripes for one, LED spots for second, and control from third, it will work together. How is it now? Basically, it's very easy. What you have now, you can see on the picture. So from the past, we started with standard mechanical or some kind of switches. Then there was movement and small revolutions when we have the infrared or some kind of wireless remote control, again dedicated for the lights, so you were not able to control any other stuff. And nowadays, what is common or getting to be common is the application in the smart device, either phone or tablet or something like that. This is what is available now. You can have it, but compatibility between suppliers or producers is very, very limited. What is now coming is that a lot of people is asking for the connection with the standard lights inside the house. So you have the standard lights, you have your lights in furniture, you have some kind of application, and you would like to control all the lights in the house. So there is chance we are using small, let's say, interface with inbuilt chip, which is basically placed under the switch. You can create the functionality that the bulb or the standard ceiling lights became part of the lighting system of the furniture, and you have chance to control it, dim it, and create one environment, make the scenes, make the different points of situations and something like that. This is one point. Second situation could be that some producers of standard ceiling lights decided to go to us or to other suppliers and create own connector. So if you have their system and you will find supplier which has compatible connector, you can just easily plug in, and the ceiling lights became part of the system as well. In that case, physically via wiring connection. So the time where we are, there are many applications around us, and there is no common and agreed standards between, let's say, even the lights. I'm not speaking about other systems like home appliances, like home smart homes or jalousies or everything like that. Everybody in today's time has definitely own solution, own applications, and the question mark is how quickly there will be some bridge between these two parties. So you will be able at the end to use only one platform to command, control, or monitor the part. In our case, what we have ready and what will come next year will be interface which will allow connection to system of the smart homes. So we will be able to be part of the KNX and DALI systems. We already had implementation for some home appliances like Bosch Siemens Hausgeräte, BSH, which are able to build in our chips inside, so you can control the lights and as well add some home appliances to this. We as manufacturer of fittings has already built in our chips inside the standard fittings, so you can add the sliding doors, you can add the table legs and other fittings into the systems. So this is going deeper and deeper, and I believe that in several years this became normal and standard, that you will be able to connect all the fittings in your house which has something to do with electricity to the control system of the third party or something like that. Very popular voice control. This is the same case. It's nice. A lot of people have it at the home, and they are controlling just few things. The development is going towards this, and definitely beside the standard application, this will be one of the most common way how to control the lights and the other stuff as well. So I believe in 1-2 years, major suppliers of household fittings and appliances will follow this and will have the interface that you can use the Echo or Apple Home or Google Alexa, Amazon for the control of the rest of the things. So this is my expectations, and I believe it will be good benefit for the end user, because it will simplify the life. Last 2 slides. If you would like to little bit play with the light impact on the interior, you can use free accessible website which is in different languages, and you can select the type of the space, and basically you can select the type of the material. It's either the white surface or the wood surface or the dark, and you can change the color of the light. You can switch off the different type of lights. For the home solutions or residential solutions, you have 4 type of rooms. There is bedroom, there is kitchen, and other 2. For solution for stores, you can play with the shops. You can use it freely without any registration. So this is some kind of help if you are not sure if the socle under bed is the right solution. You can a little bit have impression what does it mean. And the last one, there is under our website again without any registration, the possibility to download the CAD data for individual articles. So if you are using the planning software, you can download in different formats the components for the system. So this is all, I believe, for this my part. I almost fit the time, and I would like to hand over to Monica back to handle the questions and answers.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you very much for your presentation. Unfortunately, we just couldn't see you in the camera. Maybe we can just try to switch off and switch on again the camera in your computer. Just check if we can fix it. I guess not.
No.
So sorry for that.
I believe for the participants is better solution this one.
We are going now to take questions. As a reminder, you can still submit your questions through the chat. And our first question will be from Simona. I would like to share with you how the service of building lights is solved.
You mean the already installed, the how to service it, or what?
Yeah, probably already installed. Mm-hmm.
Okay. As I said in the beginning, every electrical product should have the numbering on the product directly, so you should be able locate it, who is producer, and then if there is nobody who is in charge from the past, like carpenter or somebody who install it or deliver it, then going to the website and try to find who is supplier or producer, and then ask them, because usually there is chance to find some partner which can help install or replace or repair or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. We have another one from Simona. What must be the construction readiness for indoor and outdoor use, the preparation?
Yes, definitely. In most cases, you need power supply 230 volts with standard socket, definitely near to the location of the driver, because the common distance between driver and power supply is 2 meters. For the cables which are going to the lights, you can use the prolongation cables, and in case of LEDs, it's recommended to go maximum up to 10 meters from the driver with the lights. So when you plan the installation, you should have the idea where you put the drivers and where are the lights, and find some good placement for it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the answer. And we have last one from Mark. Mark's question is, which is the best DC voltage you are using? Can you suppress converters and works in 48 volt?
I cannot speak on behalf of others, but in our case, we are using 12 and 24 volts as a maximum. We have switches in between, so you can combine these two types. 48 volts we are not using, and I am not sure if even any other competitor or producer has this as a standard. Maybe this is specific standard for some part of the installations, but in furniture, what we see on the market is the 12 and 24. And in majority, due to the price, there was in the past mostly used 12 volts solution, but nowadays more and more, because of the output and because of the quality, the tendency is going to 24.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It seems we do not have more questions. So thank you very much, Martin, for the presentation. If you have questions we didn't get to today, please on the screen if we can have the presentation. And we will post a recording of the webinar on the Brilliant Project website. Please also look for our follow-up email, which we will send you within the next days. We will share with you our presentation. And also, thank you, Martin, again. Thank you, everybody, for attending today's webinar, Connecting Lighting for Smart Furniture. And thank you on behalf of Brilliant Project to joining us today. And have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.